Like, literally, this is just us doing our own thing, right? He's Ro.
She's Megan.
It's Meg and Ro in the morning. Hello, good morning.
Buenos dias.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Guten Morgen.
Oh, German.
Yeah.
Okay, and you already knew mine was Japanese.
Yeah, I already knew it.
Hi, I'm Megan from Lufkin, Texas. I'm one of the hosts of Meg and Ro in the morning. I am really loving the song Just Like Magic by Ariana Grande.
Ooh, I like that song.
That's a really good song.
I do like that song. I am Ro from Lufkin, Texas. Also, host of Meg and Ro in the morning. My favorite song right now, at the moment, is I'm Blue by Eiffel 45 or 65.
It's 65.
65, Eiffel 65.
Why?
It's just a catchy, nostalgic, very old school, up to beat.
I had that on my, do you remember iPod Shuffles, the really little ones?
The tiny microchip ones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I had that song on my blue iPod Shuffle.
Those had a clip.
Yeah, they did.
They did have a clip.
Yeah, I got one when I was like 9, I think.
Oh, snap.
I bought it with my birthday money.
Ooh. Wait, you kept your birthday money?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. I've had this controversial argument with my friends.
Okay.
My mom said she would hold my birthday money. By hold, she would use it to her own will.
Oh my God.
So I would never have my own birthday money.
Yeah, no, I got to keep my birthday money.
Yeah, I didn't know what birthday money was. My mom was like, I'll hold it for you. And I was like, yeah, cool. My mom, she's cool. You know what I'm saying? 9, 10-year-olds. My mom's going to hold it for me. It's my savings. I don't know where it's at now. It's probably in some pair of shoes, or should be like, it's food for you. Like, I fed you. Yeah, cool. Thanks. But I mean, I kind of wanted my birthday money. But
Ro's mom going straight to jail after this podcast. So in this episode of Meg and Ro in the morning, we're going to just introduce the podcast. What are we going to do with it? What's kind of the goal here? What are we going to be talking about every week?
Right.
But before we get into that, Ro,
Meg,
what did you do this weekend?
This weekend. Today it is, what day is it? August 9th.
Yes.
So, whatever.
Monday, August 9th.
Monday, August 9th. Whatever.
2021, for anyone keeping track.
Yes. Whatever date was on Friday, the 6th. Right? 6th? Yeah.
Yes. 6th.
August, Friday 6th. Left Lufkin, went to good old H-Town, Texas. That's where we hold it down.
Okay, there's a lot of H-Towns. There's Huntsville. There's Huntington.
We went to
Houston.
We went to Houston.
Space City.
We went to Toyota Center, Houston, Texas, Astro World, Travis Scott, Paul Wall. We went to the Houston, Texas.
Isn't Beyonce from Houston?
She is. The Queen is from Houston.
Oh, okay.
Texas is dominant to everybody else.
Okay, so you went to Houston on
Went
Friday.
to Houston on Friday. Went to the Fine Arts Museum. Very cool place. You should check it out. Even if you don't like art, you should definitely check it out, because there's a lot of art-inspired things that you can look around your hometown and be like, man, I feel inspired by that. I feel inspired by that. Check it out. Very cool. Old stuff. Old stuff, like old school Greek mythology from France, from Italy. Super cool stuff. We went to the museum. We were there for about 2 hours. Was inspired by some art. And I'm like, yo, I can connect to that. It's super awesome, super cool. After that, we went to the Woodlands Mall, walked around, did a little bit of shopping. Did you know there's an Amazon store in the Woodlands Mall?
No, I did not know that.
So there's an Amazon store at the Woodlands Mall. And if you have Prime, it'll give you the Prime price. So let's say you buy something that's $20. Regular people, Prime users, have it for like $15 or $16.
Wow.
So you save a little bit of money being a Prime member.
Interesting.
And they scan your app. They verify that you are a Prime member. Then you get like the discount or whatever. So I would have spent $60 on the stuff that I bought, but I spent $40.
Wow, good deal.
So I got some to say. That was Friday. Saturday, worked with my pops. Did a quick trip to Dallas. Came back at 1:30 in the morning. It was there and back. 6-7 hours on the road. It was dreadful, tiring, but manageable. And Sunday, I just napped like there was no tomorrow.
A nap sounds very good right about now.
It always sounds good. Always sounds good. I napped like Snorlax. I'll put it that way.
Oh, that's a good analogy. Let's see. Friday after work. I don't remember what happened Friday after work.
Then it was a good Friday.
I guess so. I must have. No, actually, I went home from work. I was not feeling well, And don't worry, it's not COVID. I wasn't feeling well, and I got home. I took a nap for like 3 hours and woke up super disoriented.
Oh, man.
Which is like the worst kind of nap, but like whatever.
Right.
And then on Saturday, I played a lot of Persona 3. It's a game for the PlayStation 2, but I'm playing it on my PlayStation 3 because it was on the PlayStation like game network thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The PlayStation Store, I guess. I've really been enjoying Persona 3. That was a lot of fun. And then my mother, from Sarah Harbuck from Payne Points, and my sister Ava, we went to this charity event that Kurth Memorial Animal Shelter was doing. I bid on a silent auction gift basket for cats. We donated some money. We put some pictures up online. And then we went, where else did we go? I feel like we ran some errands. And I got a smoothie. And then on Sunday, my brother and I went to hibachi together. It was really good. And I mostly just played a lot of Persona all weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Persona and eating.
Yeah. Persona and eating and
what's
sleeping.
your smoothie choice?
Oh, from Smoothie King, I get the Hulk strawberry with raspberries and blueberries. And I go so much that they know me by name now.
Is it green?
No.
Then why is it called the Hulk?
Well, because it's their weight gain blend. So it has like a protein and carb blend.
Right.
It's really good. What's your go-to?
I would go to either the angel food or just strawberry kiwi.
Good choices.
Yeah, that's all I would go to. It's, if I'm feeling a little pumped, I'll add a little bit of protein in it. But I just want the sweetness out of it. The protein can wait.
For sure. All right, so now let's get back to the topic at hand. What is this podcast for? What is it about? Who are we? Why should people listen to it? Okay, so I guess we should start with, what is this podcast? What are we doing?
This podcast is basically us doing what we do on a regular day basis in the small town of good old Lufkin, Texas.
Absolutely.
936 area. And it seems as a place to where you sit around and you're like, what can we do? What is there to do? There's something to do around here. And that may be true. It may not be true. What we are here to do is to go out to our community, find the most amazing and most wonderful things you can do around Lufkin that could either cost you a couple bucks or can be completely free out of your own imagination. And so Meg and Ro in the morning is just us going out, doing what we do originally.
Yeah, we do this we were doing this before, but we're documenting it.
Yeah, we're documenting everything that we do on a weekly basis and just sharing it to y'all. Our favorite spots to go to, our favorite places to eat at, our favorite go-to spots to just sit down and meditate and just listen to Earth in general. Favorite music we listen to, favorite clothing brand, favorite whatever, anything that we like to do.
What to do on a Friday night, like in a small town.
Yeah.
Basically, the big issue that Ro and I have with a lot of the people our age is that they say that Lufkin sucks. And that applies to a lot of people who live in small towns, not just Lufkin. I mean, this is a problem all over the world, but I feel like particularly in America, that small town culture can be pretty boring.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that what we're trying to do with this podcast is show people our age and older, younger. This is a podcast for everyone.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Sharing our favorite places in Lufkin or the East Texas area. Or, we even have big plans to eventually go to, places like New York City or Portland and share the hidden gems in those places. But, yeah, it's mostly going to be focusing on, exploring your community and putting the magic back into our own lives, I guess. We experience that magic, but we're trying to get other people to experience that with us.
I see it as, because we live in a small town, small area, we'll put it like that way. Nacogdoches, Zavala, Huntington, Lufkin, a small area. We think we're limited to what we can do compared to what we know what we can do. So, like she said, if we want to take a trip to New York, cool. Anybody can take a trip to New York. Anybody can trip to California, Florida, wherever. We would have to plan it correctly, figure out our finances correctly. And if, a couple young adults from good old Lufkin can manage it, then you can manage it as well. And we will document if we go somewhere. Let's say Houston, for example. Small distance, but still manageable. We go out there, we figure out how much we spent.
Yeah.
And then what we can do at a low budget, what we can do at a high budget. Be like, hey, you just need $150. to go out on a Friday night in Houston and you have this much fun, and then you'll make it back home in time to go get some sleep.
And showing people new experiences, because like Ro and I have very different interests.
Very different
So
interests.
I'm like really into anime and K-pop and video games, and that's not really like Ro's thing. He can appreciate it, but I'm very much involved in that culture. So like one episode of Meg and Ro in the morning may be us going to a Korean spa in Houston.
Right. Yeah.
Like you've never even like,
I don't know anything about Korea.
Yeah.
Anything.
And
music, culture, food, clothing, style. I don't know anything.
And you were telling me like about some VR like thing that you could do in Houston.
Oh yeah,
and I've never
amazing.
experienced something like that. So, you know, in Lufkin, we're going to be telling you guys about things that maybe you might not have heard of because you haven't seen it properly advertised on social media. Because while there are some really cool things going on in Lufkin, a lot of the times it is just not advertised correctly.
No.
But, you know, you and I, we know a lot of people. We know what's going on.
Yeah, we know social media.
We're going to share.
We grew up, you know, working on this all day, every day.
Oh, yeah. So we want to encourage people wherever you're from. Literally, if you're from like a super small town in Utah or something. I don't know why Utah came to mind. Shout out to Omar Prestwich. He's from Utah. I don't know if anybody will know who he is. I mean, our crew does. But,
right.
If you're from like the smallest town in the Midwest, or you live in the Bronx in New York City, or some suburb of Los Angeles, tweet at us.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. in the Morning. That's MR in the Morning.
Oh, yeah.
And let us know, like, what are your favorite places? What are your favorite activities? If you're from Lufkin especially, or like the East Texas area, there's definitely going to be places that we overlook because we're just two people.
Yeah, we're just two people.
This is literally just us working on this project.
Yeah, we go home, we come to work, we got something to eat, and we go home, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we're not just going to be talking about, like, again, local places here in Lufkin, or, you know, talking about events or locations in general.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be talking about, like, for example, I was talking about Persona. It's one of my favorite video games right now. Or, Ro, suddenly I've forgotten all your interests.
So so how we separate Meg and Ro. Meg is all colorful and K-pop and Persona video game. You know, all the cool stuff that, like, bam, that bring light to the world.
Fandom culture.
Yes, fandom culture. My main interest is just gym and automotive culture. That's just my peak interest.
Bro, I've never been to a Friday night football game.
Never.
That has to be something that we do. Because you've been. You used to be a mascot.
I used to be a mascot. I used to play football. I would still go to my sister plays soccer, so I would go to her soccer games. Friday night football games, you know, those stuff are like super hyped. I do want to eventually go to like a college and then like NFL games, but high school games just hit different. There's just something about high school games where all the parents are like super hyped up and they're yelling their lungs out like run, go for the touchdown, and then it's just like that's like Texas.
Yeah.
Whataburger and Friday nights.
I love that because, like I said, you're really going to be able to see like the different sides of our like personalities and our interests. Because I, you know, may take you to like a K-pop event in in Chinatown in Houston.
Yeah, which I really want to go to.
Yeah, I think that you would think that would like. I think we would both have a lot of fun doing that.
Which is cool because there are some Japanese car events that have strictly Japanese cars only.
Wow. Yeah.
Only. And we went to one, and I was like, okay, I figured there'd be like modern Hondas or Toyotas or Nissans. No, we're talking about like old school 80s, 90s cars just rolling around we were at a brewery in Houston, and it was like, if you've seen Fast and Furious, it was like a Fast and Furious scene. Cars, food, good people, good energy. Super, super amazing.
We'll also be recommending other podcasts to listen to or audiobooks, because if you're not from Lufkin, or we're going to be recommending places that are, you know, far away from Lufkin, you're probably going to be in the car a lot, or on the plane, or on the train. We should do an episode all about Amtrak.
Sure, yeah. I'm down for that too.
you're going to need to be listening to something. And, you know, sometimes music gets boring. It just does.
It does. It really
does. And so I can recommend different audiobooks that I listen to, different podcasts.
Yeah, I recommend a whole bunch of podcasts that I listen to. Different, because her style, like I said, everything between us two is complete opposite.
Yeah.
It's literally night and day.
Yeah.
So she has recommendations that I'll consider. I'm like, oh, that stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then vice versa.
Yeah.
And so there's no like gray ground. It's like, hey, you try, I try, I like, I don't like, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So very multicultural. Let's try it. No, we don't knock it until we try it.
Exactly. He tries to knock K-pop, and I'm not sure if it's serious or not. We have a very like brother-sister dynamic, I feel like. But I'm white and gay.
And I'm Hispanic, Mexican, Honduran. I'm straight.
So.
Oh, snap. Cool.
We got that going for us.
Hey, yeah.
I'm heavily tattooed.
I am partially tattooed. I got 3 tattoos.
I have many more than that. I have 2 half sleeves. Working on more.
I got a gorilla.
Okay, so for those of you who are listening, he's showing off his shoulder. He's got a gorilla on it. You can find my tattoos on my Instagram, Slowpoke Megan. I think that we've pretty well wrapped up what this podcast is going to be about and what we want to accomplish or achieve within it.
Yes.
If you want to follow me, I'm Slowpoke Megan on Instagram and Slowpoke_Megan on Twitter.
I am _Rogelio_O on Instagram. Rogelio is ROGELIO on Instagram, and on Twitter I am Rogelio, ROGELIO. Mm-hmm. Plain and yeah, easy enough.
I spell Megan MEGAN. That's the simplest way to spell it. So, thank you for listening. Genuinely, if you enjoyed this, please let us know by sending us an email or a tweet or messaging us on social media. Mm-hmm. You can follow us on Instagram at Meg and Ro in the morning, and on Twitter at Mr. in the morning or MR in the morning. Use the hashtag MR in the morning to chat with us. Let us know about your favorite places in your hometown, or just places that you visited that you think that we should go to, or just to talk to us. We want to talk to y'all, and if you give us a recommendation, we will absolutely shout you out on the podcast.
100%.
100%. We will not be forgetting that. So, Mr. in the morning, use that hashtag. Follow us on your favorite podcast platform. We are literally recording this without knowing where we're going to post it, but it's probably going to be like all of the things, like Spotify,
no plans,
Apple Podcasts,
all of it.
You can listen to this probably on www.paynepoints.com because this is a Payne Points produced podcast.
Yeah, branching off of it.
Mm-hmm. We are the production team making new podcasts.
Oh yeah, we are the creative. If you look up creative, that's us.
Yeah.
On the dictionary.
It's just a picture of us?
Yeah. Just
where did they get the picture?
Creative from this.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. Remember to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and give us a hashtag Mr. in the morning.
Mr. in the morning.
It'll be all in the description of the episode, so you can find us there. And don't forget to tweet at us or send us a message, so that way you can be shouted out in the next podcast.
No doubt. And I want to leave at one note. What flavor is water? Thanks.
What? Okay, that was great.